Hello, and today in English we're going to do some adverbs. So I've attached this page for you, okay, all about adverbs on Shobi. Now, when we talked about adverbs before, we've talked about them mainly ending in ly, like I walked slowly. Slowly is the adverb, it's adding more to the verb, so describing the verb. And today we're going to be looking at adverb clauses. Now, an adverb clause, it adds more to the verb, okay? It's just a little bit longer. It tells you even more about the verb. And it will always answer the question, why, when, or how did that verb happen? So, for example, the train has stopped because the engine broke down. So, the main bit of the clause, the main clause there is the train has stopped. Now, the adverb clause is always a subordinate clause, which means it can't stand alone. It needs the main clause with it, okay? And the subordinate clause, the adverb clause here is because the engine broke down, okay? So it has its own verb and it's answering the question, why has the train stopped? The train has stopped because the engine broke down. So it's telling us even more, but it's still an adverb, still an adverb clause. Okay, so another example, which is on your page here, says the train will start again when they fix the engine. So the train will start again, that's the main clause, that stands totally by itself, doesn't it? Okay, that makes sense. When they fix the engine again, if you just had that by itself, it doesn't make sense by itself, does it? So we know that that is the subordinate clause. It starts with the conjunction, so in this case it's when they fix the engine, okay, so that's the conjunction, and it answers a question, when will the train start again? So when they fix the engine, okay. So what I want you to do, read this through again. Some parts are quite tricky to understand, but I think that you can all manage it. If you can print it out, print out the page and just stick in this part, just like we always do in class. And then focus, it just says say. Okay, so you don't need to write anything down for focus, just say it in your mind. So it says say the adverb clause in every sentence. Okay, and also say the verb in the sentence that is being described. And then for practice, copy down the sentences and choose the conjunction from the box to complete the clauses. Okay, so remember, conjunction is a joining word. It will join the two clauses together. And then the extension, if you have time for this, add an adverb clause to each main clause to complete the sentence. So the garage was broken into. So you might say the garage was broken into while the residents were having dinner in the restaurant. Okay, so remember this bit, it will begin with a conjunction for extension. And then for B, it says add a main clause. Add a main clause to each adverb clause to complete the sentence. So remember that main clause must be able to stand alone. Must make total sense without the second adverb clause, the second part of the sentence. Okay, if there's any questions, come to the Zoom meeting or just drop me a message via Shobi. And remember this work because we're going to be using it on Wednesday when we write our own stories. Okay, best of luck.